Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reaper Podcast / Reaper Talk. We have a lot of topics to go over, and I want to welcome you guys back to this. How long is this going to be until the regular podcast starts? Who knows? To be honest, I really don't know myself. There's a lot of things that's going on, and I'm trying to get back at that point. I want to cover what has happened throughout the whole week. Why do I sound different? Why do I sound nasally? Why, just why do I sound different in general? The reason why is because I got sick with the stomach virus. My stomach was hurting, and my nose is like a inside booger factory. Like, it don't come out, it just stays in there. And I was using nose spray. The main one was Apron. I quit using that and I used a cheapo brand. I used too much and my nose closed. Like, the walls of my nose actually closed. I had to go to the doctor, and they prescribed me some steroids. And he told me that I needed to not use the nose spray. So that's where I'm at. I'm still kind of like getting over the sickness a little bit. Stomach's still a little woozy. Nose is stuffed up like no other. But I'm trying to find there's other medicine I can use that really don't deal me using nose spray. So I'm actually I think this is like day 4 or 5 that I have not been on it, and I'm very thankful of it. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me recently. So there was that. The other thing is I've just been trying to get everything ready, because I want everything like the way it was, where I had like piles of videos just on YouTube ready to go. To where I didn't have to worry about it. I scheduled them and didn't have to worry about it. Now I'm kind of struggling a little bit because of days that are mixed up, and I'm trying to, I used to be able to record on Sundays. Sundays I'm not be able to record because of certain circumstances. So I'm recording on the same day I do my videos. So that's kind of like a crushing blow. So I'm trying to find a day. If I can find a day that I could just come down for an hour and do this, I will be able to. So it's pretty awesome. To see different things, do different things, so it's kind of hard. But I want to get into the topics. I do have topics, I do written topics a little bit. So yeah, the first topic is I got a drone. I'm trying to do drone videos as well. I'm going to be doing a review of it. Now I want to do drone videos because having a drone is an amazing experience. I've had it for 4 days now? 3 days? 4 days. I've had it for 4 days. I'm learning how to fly it. If you do get a drone, I recommend the small ones are good, but if you want to get like one of those small foldable ones, on Amazon they're like $50. They're really good for beginners. You can buy the extra blades, which my blades are tore up already. 4 days I've had it, they're tore up. It still flies. It's funny because I got cracks in them, like in the tips. Like straight down the middle crack, and it's still flying, and I love that. I'm like, yeah, I can. I don't know if it does damage to like the motors or whatever, but it's like, if it flies, I'm flying it. I'll see if I can replace the parts if they break. But all in all, you want to get a cheapo. You don't want to get like a $500 drone and not know how to fly it and be like, I'm just gonna fly it and be like, no, that's me. I'm like, I don't like that. Do not like that at all. But it's been pretty awesome that to have a drone, and like I said, I want to do drone videos. And plus, it'd be pretty awesome to have, like, if I go somewhere, like, to do a vlog, or if I want to do a video, I could have, like, aerial shots of, like, a beautiful, like, sunset, or, stuff like that. It's pretty good. As far as, like, the camera on the drone, it's so horrible. I don't know. I haven't tried to like put a memory card in the drone itself, which you can. But I tried recording it on my phone, and it's just so horrible. It's so like messed up, fast, and it's like, okay, this is not cool. So I'm gonna try like my hard disk. I'm gonna put like a card in there and then see if that will work better. I don't like doing it because I don't know. I really don't know what I'm seeing. So, and I tried to see if you could flip a camera, and you can't. It stinks. But anyway, just a lot of stuff that's been going on. I do want to take the time. I did not. What was I gonna say? Totally forgot. Let me. Good. Well, it'll come back. But having a drone is awesome, and I love it. Yeah, it bugs me, man. I was gonna say something real quick, and I totally not. I just forgot. I hate when I do that. But I want to get back into the swing of things. Oh, I didn't write this down, but I do want to talk the next topic, and after that, then we'll get into the better topics. But yeah, sum up, I want to do like aerial shots and do like reviews and show you guys like drone different stuff with drones and all that. I do want to get into that. See if you guys would like that. The next topic I want to talk about. I have not been auditioning for voice acting because it's been real hard to just kind of like find the time and scroll down and look for something I want to post and then go audition for it. It's not because like, I've been denied so many times. It's hard to like get into a character when I'm trying to get caught up in videos and then doing what I need to do and stuff like that. Once I get caught up, I'm thinking about this week trying at least to audition for a couple of spots. Like I said, I'm not giving up on the voice acting thing. I know probably a lot of you probably like, oh, he gave up on because he didn't get a part in the Dragon Ball movie and so on. It's like, no, I haven't had the time. It's been popping up like different stuff. I didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, man, I really need to get back into voice acting. It's just I've been sick, and I really don't want to audition with a sick voice And then like my voice would be better, and it's like, why don't you do that voice again? It's like, I can't, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to get back into it. A little update on the horror game. Probably a minor setback, you guys. But my contact, it's the Silent Hill inspired, game. My contact said that he hasn't had any contact with them. They haven't said anything to him. So hopefully they're just working on script and trying to get stuff done. If it ends up being like, oh, it's no big deal. It's not like I invested money. It's not like I've flown somewhere and did like sample recordings and got so invested in this, and then like, oh, we're not doing it now, or we got somebody else or something like that. I'm not really that invested. Like, I would love it and it would be really awesome, but I'm not like gonna be mad. It's gonna be like, well, it is what it is. I've been freed from that to do something else apparently. That's the way my philosophy is. It's always, if something happens in your life that didn't go the way you want it to go, maybe there's something down the line. I've always thought that too. For instance, we've been saving up for this family trip. Me, my wife, and my kid. And because we got friends that are wanting to go on this trip, so we're gonna go. But we're trying to save up money to go, and we've been just like, it's been hard trying to save up. Something comes up and it's like, because I don't get like vacation or paid vacation. I don't get like big buku money, to do vacation stuff. We're just driving like an hour to a vacation spot and then coming back, in one day. That's gonna be hard, but it is what it is, But there was a lot, going on. I did have another drone on the way, and I was like, I wish it was like here, but all of a sudden I got delivered to the wrong address in California. I'm like, are you kidding me? So they reimbursed me that money. I think it was the same day or the next day. Turned around and they pulled that money. Like, I didn't have the money for it. Like, I totally forgot about it. My PlayStation monthly thing, I got it down to where it was like $10 a month. Every month they'll withdraw 10. I totally forgot about it. Well, they reimbursed me for that drone, which was like real cheap. I was like, okay. And then as soon as they did that, it was like the same day or next day, they withdrawed money for the PlayStation Monthly. I'm like, man, I did not have money for that, and that did that. That's awesome. I love that. That's a good example. Something doesn't go your way, something doesn't happen your way. There's something along down the line that will happen. If you get freed from something, or if you didn't get to do something, later on down the line, there's something else that you'll get to do that's gonna be awesome. Okay. But yeah, I want to move on. That's the reason, the overall reason for that is simply because I want to explain to you guys that why I'm not like, why the voice acting thing is not going, or why I'm not doing anything in that department. It's just I've been kind of laid up and kind of hold back a little bit, but I'm going to try at least this week to do something, hopefully do something. But I want to move on to, let's see, the next topic is the supposedly Devil May Cry 4 or 5 is coming out with a demo that everyone could play, and I guarantee you that I'm going to be playing that demo. I'm going to be downloading it and playing it when that pops out. And I'll show you guys. I've stopped on my Devil May Cry videos. I need to get back to where I was. But I wanted to get the definitive edition or the HD collection on the PS4. Because I have it on the PS3, but I want it on the PS4 so I could just sell it, be like, because I'm gonna, I need to get back to where I was, because I accidentally deleted my save. But yeah, that demo, I mean, it's awesome that they're doing this, like with Zone of the Enders, they did demo of it, and I loved it. I loved every second of them doing that. That's the way, I think that's the way, PlayStation needs to get back. It needs to have demos. It needs to, because that's the way, games spread, and that's the way, the feedback. If you sit there and show a game, show gameplay, and it's yeah, woo, and it turns out it's really, really horrible, I mean, I know they do some on the PlayStation, but disc, man. You need to send disc in the mail for demos, I mean, I understand that, people can't do that now. Technology is this wonderful thing now, and it's cheap to do it. But the thing is, most people download the demo, and it's I want to try it again, but they erased it, and they but yeah, look forward to me getting the demo and showcasing it. It won't take as long as Zone of the Enders. Zone of the Enders, really, I need to do another demo of it, or do another video of the demo, because it took me forever to release the demo because everything got screwed up. I didn't know what was going on. It's just the settings of my editing and recording software got so messed up, I hated that so much. But now it's all good, it's all fixed, But yeah. So let's move on from that topic. So stay tuned for that. The next topic on our list here, that's a long list of topics we gotta get through in a matter of minutes. So, I want to talk about the Disney parks. I know you guys are like, what? This is weird. Why is he talking about all this stuff? The video game stuff is gonna come here soon. Okay, I got this topic and another topic, and then it's video game stuff. So stay tuned. Don't worry. I don't want you to go nowhere. Sorry for that big old snot ball. But Disney parks. I do have a beef with Disney a little bit. I am a Disney. I was growing up, in Disney. I mean, I was growing up in Looney Tunes and all that good jazz. But I was mainly a Disney kid. Every time a Disney movie would come out, Aladdin, The Jungle Book, they would always take me to go see those movies. Always. Lion King, I would always go see them. Even when they get they're coming back in theaters, I would always want to go see that. Each cartoon movie that Disney put out, I went and seen it in theaters that was just me. That was just how I was. You know, I was raised. I had like all the Disney movies. My grandmother had all the Disney movies. Um, you know, and I'd rewatch them. Even like the part twos. You know, like the Aladdin, Return of Jafar, and all that. I would watch them. As a person now, as a grown adult, I would still watch them. You know, you're talking about a person that watched Disney movies religiously, like constantly. You know, I'm a Disney movie person, you know, so don't get it twisted and like think I hate Disney. I don't hate Disney. Disney's an awesome company. Would I work for them? Probably. Would I do voice acting for them? Yeah, I would. You know, they're that. You know, I mean, come on. When you're doing voice acting for Disney, you know you're doing something right. You know, I mean, because like they're the pioneers of the age of, you know, voice acting. But I do have a beef with them because it so happens that they were talking about having Kingdom Hearts in the Disney parks, and that would be tremendously awesome. You don't know how much like the Kingdom Hearts fan base was like big at one point. I do believe. I mean, it's still kind of big, but they're like underground big. Like there's people like, you know, I like Kingdom Hearts, but I can't tell nobody. You know, it's like, dude, it's Kingdom Hearts. You know, everybody's like, oh, Kingdom Hearts is for kids. It's not really if you actually get into the lore. I mean, you're going at it as a kid's perspective, and you're going to different worlds. And yes, you are going into Disney worlds. It's, you know, Disney, you know. But to be honest, you know, yeah, it's going to be a little kiddish, but you're looking at it as a kid perspective, and if you know, play the games and watch as he grows up, he's growing into this, you know, persona, you know, as of, you know, what would he be like if he was raised like us? You know, it's pretty cool to see that concept. But yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts just as much as Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid. You know, it's a franchise that it's so uplifting, you know, and it's so cool, you know, to see the Disney little magical particles go around when you do something. You know, it's so cool. The storyline is awesome. I love it. But there's certain things. But supposedly they were supposed to have merchandise or maybe like a theme place or maybe some rides, you know, in there. And apparently they have, I mean, they talked about this for years. They have no merchandise whatsoever in the Disney parks. Why? I mean, who cares about the properties, okay? You know, it's just, who cares who owns rides, blah, blah, blah. If you would put Kingdom Hearts into the theme parks, I guarantee you. I mean, like, it's got to be hard too. You know, it's like, well, it's got Disney World. You can't just plop in a Disney World from Kingdom Hearts when it's already part of the theme park. You know, and it's like, well, you know, you take Hollow Bastion or Traverse Town. Just plop Traverse Town right there in the park. You know, make the other worlds like Hollow Bastion, the End of the World or whatever. Um, different different places. Yensid's Tower. You know, make it different places in the game that are not Disney. You know, what was the other town? Twilight Town. I mean, and then have like all the Kingdom Hearts people there. The island, Destiny Island. Have all the Kingdom Hearts people just running around there, and then like have where like for me it would be that, but then like like take a break from that or whatever, and like Sora goes off to different. Sora, Donald, and Goofy would just like go off to a different place, and then go to different rides and meet different people that are part of the like they're traveling everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool. That would be very, 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 very cool. Or just have like Organization 13 people like walking around, with their hoods up so you can't tell who they are, and they're just walking around the theme park. That would be cool. And in my opinion, that's something I would do. The keyblades they have now, the plastic keyblades, sell those. The pins, Cynical, or the Gamer's Joint / Cynical, Jared, said he was at one of the parks. I can't remember which parks, but it had Mickey. It had like a pin, and it was Mickey in the Organization 13 jacket. And the employees were trying to tell him, no, was it something from Fantasia or something like that? And he goes, it's clearly the Organization 13 jacket. It's like, what is going on? I mean, are they like afraid? I mean, can they not use Kingdom Hearts properties? And say like, I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, it's weird. I've already had mine pre-ordered like a long time ago, like years ago. Like when they first showed the trailer, I think that's when I got it. That's when I was like, yeah. But it's something that you guys need to actually think. I didn't have my mic turned the right way, apparently. Sorry, guys. Weird. Anyway. But I don't know. I just wish they would put more Kingdom Hearts stuff, more stuff into the theme parks. I mean, I know they're like, oh, we're making this big expansion with Star Wars. It's like, and then they're doing something with Avatar, and it's like, really, Avatar? I mean, Avatar was cool, but I mean, you play one. Okay, and this is the beef I have. You have one movie of Avatar out. One movie. The movie is years old by now. Years old. The Avatar movie has no sequels that are out or in development yet. Supposedly there's going to be sequels. One movie is out, and you already have a gigantic theme park in one of the Disney parks, or both, that is dedicated to this one movie. And I know a lot of you are like, well, there's Alice in Wonderland, and she was one movie. They didn't have sequels. It's like, well, technically, they had other remakes and live action movies, I mean, you can't do that for Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, Disney, come on. You can't do a little something for Kingdom Hearts, have like a Kingdom Hearts store. Get Square, be like Square, any of the toys that you guys have developed or any of this, we're going to sell at this one store. Start there. People buy it, they don't buy it, whatever. And then, or just have like people in costumes. Go find a cosplay person around Disneyland that cosplays as Sora. Get his butt over there. Pay that man to walk around with Donald and Goofy. I guarantee. You know, start small and then go big. You know, Star Wars, I understand. I mean, it's a big property. You know, I'm waiting Marvel stuff. You know, I'm waiting for Marvel superhero stuff to be like this big old theme park. You know, Stark Tower and all that. You know, I'm waiting on that. Going, look at that. You know, that's cool, but you know, Disney needs to be honest, I think Disney needs to go back to where they were. Like the cartoons. The way they make cartoons. Not this 3D animated stuff they do. It's like, okay, that's cool. It was cool with Toy Story and Monsters Inc., but everything? You know, really? You can't just do cartoons like back in the day, like Aladdin and all that? I mean, seriously. You know, there's cartoons out there still. You know, people are still doing Japanese anime the same way for years. Just different styles, but still cartoons. Ugh. But anyway, let's move on before I get into this total rant. We're actually going over. I did not realize that. Whoops. Let's shorten it down by this. Okay, stick with me. Alright. Subnautica is coming to the PS4, so stay tuned for more PS4 games with Subnautica. When that releases, I'm gonna try to build up my base again as much as I had for the last one. It's gonna take me a while, but I'll be able to do it. I'll be releasing one more video more videos of Subnautica on Xbox One. I'm trying to get it to where I can do this, and that way I can move it out, you know, stuff like that, and do different stuff with Subnautica before that releases. When that releases, I'm gonna buy it. Boom! It's gonna be on both my PS4s, and yeah, it's gonna be amazingly awesome. So what was it? Okay, so now we got Subnautica out of the way. We're gonna be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3. We've already talked a little bit about Kingdom Hearts, so I'll make this short. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out in January. We have the rest of this month to go through, but we have September, October, November, December, and January. That is 5 months we have to wait for that bad boy to pop out. There's still, 5 months. You got 5 months left. They're still doing stuff. You know, I'm hoping they get done. I hope they don't, push it back. But, you know, what did they say? They said there was, certain stuff that we saw was no, Jack Sparrow stuff. They were, a work in progress, which they were, beautifully done. A little wonky, but beautifully done, you know. And they're like, oh, they're not done yet. And it's like, what? You know. Nothing to raise concern about, but I hope they get done. I hope they don't delay it for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna be doing Kingdom Hearts videos. I won't be with 3 when that pops out, because 3 I want to experience that myself, and then I'm gonna play the other ones with you guys. So that way we can experience the Kingdom Hearts together, man. But anyway, there's that. Now let's move on to the favorite topics that I was going to get into, but I'm going to get into real fast that way, because I am out. Seriously, out of time. You know, I'm going over time here. Metal Gear games. Is there going to be an HD game coming out for the PS4? I'm hoping so. So, um, I don't know. It could swing either way. And by the way, the could there be another Survive? There's like a lot of talk that there's gonna be a second Survive. People, the game kind of leaves you at a cliffhanger, and there's more stuff to do, just like the Phantom Pain. Could there be another Metal Gear game? Survive? I don't know. To be honest, I do not know. I really don't think Konami's gonna swing that way because of. I mean, it was like before it was released, it was like, oh, I'll never buy the game. I'll never buy the game. It was like 1,000 to 1, and then when it released and people were playing it, and then it was mixed reviews. So who knows? What about Rising? Well, Rising could, but I don't think there'll be another Rising. I mean, it's weird how there were cliffhangers, okay? And Metal Gear Solid 1. Let's go with that, because 1 and 2 of Metal Gear were kind of cliffhangers. Metal Gear Solid 1 didn't have a cliffhanger. The only cliffhanger was Ocelot's phone call, and that's been like the running thing. Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake was looking for Liquid Ocelot. Raiden was doing his own thing. After that, Metal Gear Solid 3, of course, there's cliffhangers like that. But to do it in a way that they're doing right now, Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain, Survive, and Rising. All those games, they were like the big cliffhangers. Like, they were showing, there was no phone call, that was like a major cliffhanger. They were showing cliffhangers, and it's like, like there could be more. Like there's going to be more content coming out, or there's more content to release, or there's going to be another game. And years down the road, with Rising, there's no another game. There's not even a hint. They thought there was a hint. They're like, no. It's and with Kojima meeting Platinum Games, that's funny. So I don't know. It's just weird. So who knows? It's up in the air, you guys. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They will bring the collection to the PS4. It's a matter of time. Give them time. They're doing stuff. They're busy. They're trying not to step on people's toes. They're trying not to. They're trying not to, be like, do something that will make Kojima mad. And they're trying not to do something to make the fan base mad. So they're kind of like walking on really thin glass right now. That's totally understandable. Totally understandable. But, yeah. Anyway. Alright, that will move right on to disarmament, guys. If you guys have quiet, please learn how to use her and go disarm nukes. Do as much as you can throughout the days. I will be shortly, probably in a couple weeks, let people use quiet for disarmament. I will probably myself contact Konami or contact Jay and be like, hey, can you post the new nuke numbers and stuff, see where we're at? Because they're busy. I mean, apparently they're busy with Survive and Co-op, and they're being stretched so much. I mean, you have the online, you have the Applebee stuff, you have the online, Metal Gear Online, you have Metal Gear Survive, Co-op, and you have Metal Gear Survive trying to update it and all that. And then you have Zone of the Enders. I mean, these are Kojima's properties that these people are probably taking care of. Like it's their baby, It's like, oh, you trusted me with this. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna flip the book out and then go down a certain T and be like, So they're being very careful, and that's totally understandable. There's people out there, the fan base out there has mixed about Konami, and Konami is just being careful. These guys are not just money gimmick corporations. Yes, there is a point to that. They have to make money to survive or to, be who they are. But, if you look at it in a way of they're not even hardly saying anything Metal Gear, doing anything extra. One, they're stressed in, and two, they don't want to hurt nobody. They don't want to step on anybody's toes. Look what happened with Survive. And now they're kind of rearing back going, okay, we need to really think about this, you guys. Really think about what's going on. So, let's move on to the next topic. Which I got two more topics. I got this topic and the next topic, so we're going to do this real fast. Star Wars Episode 9, they released that Luke Skywalker is coming back. Will he be a Force Ghost? Will J.J. Abrams redo that? Here's what my think on it. My thing is, if J.J. Abrams does this, okay, if he sits there and goes, we need to bring Luke Skywalker back to life, whatever the situation it is, it's only for fan service. J.J. Abrams of the new trilogy, of the sequel trilogy, is like Kojima, okay? He's like the Kojima of everything. And a lot of people would argue, be like, George Lucas is Kojima. Well, technically, yes and no. Yes, because Star Wars is his baby. Same goes for Kojima and Metal Gear. But the thing is, if you look at it in the terms of just the new sequel trilogy, J.J. Abrams came into this, he stepped back because Disney scared him so much, and he's like, well. And, he came back into this with the last film. J.J. Abrams should have stayed in it, and he actually said, I wish I was directing this one. The second one, Last Jedi. So, whether or not what he decides to do, if he brings Luke back, I feel like it's a fan service. You guys gotta remember, these guys are old. Luke Skywalker is not forever. Carrie Fisher is now dead. Harrison Ford got what he wanted. Han's dead. He's happy. He might care about the character, but from what I've seen, he don't really care. He's just done. He's done. But that little line that says, I'm not dead, like, what do you think of your character dying? And he goes, I'm not dead, I'm just resting. That right there is either, that's something I want to explore, It's like, is Han Solo really dead, or is he dead but as a Force Ghost? Think about it. But it's, or did Kylo, could they manage somehow to get Han's body, and then Kylo has Han like in his little basement area or something? Who knows? I don't know. It's just weird. But let's move on from that. Luke Skywalker is back. What are you guys' predictions on that? Put it in the comments below. I want to know. Now let's move on to the last one. The last final topic you guys stuck around for. Death Stranding AUG. Means artificial game or something like that. I cannot remember what it meant. It's been a while. But it's on the Discord server. That it's not official as of yet. It's not saying it's official, but if it is not official, it is actually good. I'm actually looking at the server right now. I did one. I was actually listening in on the conversation. the mods have been jumping on and off. Recently, the mods have said that they released a box. Now, I'm gonna blast this out before. I hope this gets out before young, because I want to blast so much. You know, Young's a good guy. It's just he does stuff wrong always. But let's see, I had the screenshots here. Okay, and they released lock boxes, like cases, and they hid them in certain places, and keys. So they had some guy that lives in that area to go out and get the box. So he got the box. He opened the box either without the key. I think he did it without the key. And they said you can do that. I mean, you have to ask questions and stuff like that. But it's kind of like a puzzle. It brings people together, this server. But he opened the box, and what he's wanting to do is he's wanting to... he recorded all the stuff, but he's going over it with Young Ye, which is like, why would you go with Young Ye? Young Ye is a person that trashes people. You want somebody that doesn't trash people. Make a new channel or make something new about it, and then they'll report on it, or I'll do it, and I'll report it on it, and I guarantee if I do it on my channel, Young will pick it up, and then he'll go straight to the source of that video, and then he'll do his thing, you know what I mean? So, this is the box, and one person that was there said this is what he found in the box. So the box is open. Inside we found 5 envelopes of cords across Europe. 3 envelopes with new commands, which is new bot commands for the server for Discord for Death Stranding. 2 VHS tapes labeled 2222 and bridges, and a bunch of pages with 51 written on it. Server icon portal went right. R55 took over server. He's the main admin now. And he pinned some Death Stranding screenshots on various channels. And it shows what it looks like. Birds flying everywhere. Yeah, it's birds. The one screenshot I could see, I don't know the other two, but the other two, it looks like there's going to be a new trailer coming out. Because yeah, it shows like birds that kind of looks like a snake, to be honest. And then one picture shows the birds and the PS4 symbol. The other one is from the last trailer, where Sam walks up on one of the shadow people, So there's that. Like I said, I don't know if this is legit. If this is legit, it is so funny that they're doing this because it's so awesome. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode, guys. I'll be doing more reports on OG because it seems like it's getting more heat up. And there's more stuff happening. So, I mean, every once in a while I'll be getting on there and I will report on OG. Let me find out the definition real quick what OG is. Because I know you guys are probably like, well, what is OG? What is he talking about? That OG. I don't understand. You'll understand here in a minute. Not that. No. alternate reality game. It is an interactive network narrative that uses the real world as a platform and employs transmedia storytelling to deliver a story that may be altered by players' ideas or actions. That is what OG is. This is what the server does. So I'll be doing like anything that happens, I'm like right there and be like, okay, or I'll write it down or whatever. But I will be reporting on OG on this, the podcast or whatever. So thank you guys so much for listening, and stay tuned for next week. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.